Hey everyone, this is Jay, and today I am dissecting Basecamp.com to share 4 conversion insights that you can steal and try out on your own site to increase conversion rates. So let's go. Number 1 is an objection addresser first impact. To say that a little bit more easier, in the above the fold section, which is that first section that your users will see when they land on your page, they're doing something very interesting, which is that they're not doing the typical hero section that every SaaS website out there has. They are addressing objections in a pretty funny way with this nice illustration here that you can play with, interacting here on this button. And basically what they're doing is they are recreating a conversation between two people that sort of run projects, do typical work that we all do. One of them is kind of frustrated because it's like, hey, there's so many emails, meetings, so many chats, information, but it's hard to see where our projects stand. And this person, a Basecamp user, is like, been there, you should check out Basecamp, it changed everything for us. And you will notice this pattern where it's like, hey, we're always busy, not making progress, you know about that? It's like, I do, and you should try Basecamp, And it's like, it consistently goes through this typical pains that most of us go through when running any type of work, projects, tasks, teams, etc. And here they're trying to address that by inviting the user to just try out the tool. And that's interesting because obviously they're combining that with an available free trial that you have at all while navigating on the site. This comes obviously with nice copy where it all comes together, a very nice, basic, powerful main title and a subtitle that kind of goes a little bit deeper and lets you know very quickly what you can do with this tool, which is basically if you're running small teams, you can move faster and make more progress. So that bold text there is definitely helping. And last but not least, you will see a very nice, clear, actionable, big, and concise action, try it for free, enjoy work more, which is interesting because it's different than the call to action that you'll see here, which is the one on the nav bar that says pricing plus sign up, right? They also have this little sort of social proof thing with a 5-star review, not so powerful, but it makes sense and you'll notice why in a few minutes. So that's number 1, objection addresser first impact. Let's go to the second aspect of this landing page that you should definitely steal and take a look at, which is the insane copywriting. You'll see a nice design, a nice layout, UI elements like this cards here, this blueprint here. They're pretty cool. But the best thing of Basecamp.com is the copywriting. And this is definitely a must for everyone writing great copies out there. You should check out not only Basecamp.com, but pretty much everything that their founders write. And I would definitely suggest reading a few of their books because they are really well written and they definitely give you an idea of, some basic copywriting elements that you can take for your own stuff and start applying them yourself. And the thing I like about the focus on the copy that this website has is how little focus it has on the must-haves at first, especially that pretty much every converting landing page out there has, like social proof elements with testimonials, 5-star review, no credit card required badges, trust badges, etc. Those things that are little UI elements that most high converting landing pages have, which is it's great to use. In this case, they're not doing that. They're leaving that for later. If you scroll pretty much to the end, you will see a lot of those elements. For instance, look at this insane review by an insane profile, which is Togolutke from Shopify. It's pretty much this nice testimonial about him, plus all the trust badges and prices they've earned and stuff in the past, plus more testimonials and video. Plus, look at this. There's a link to a specific page that's called customers with 1,000 testimonials. So obviously all of those conversion elements, they do have them in general in the company, but they're simply not focusing their main landing page in that. They're focusing on telling a compelling story, and they have obviously the great tools to do so, which is an awesome copywriting. Number 3, it's a very basic one, and it's this little floating call to action that you'll see here, which is basically something that shows up once you do your first scroll. As soon as you start scrolling on the page, you will see that little thing showing up, popping up right here. And it basically says try it for free. And it's interesting because they're not, leaving the nav bar as a fixed nav bar. You're not seeing it all the time as you scroll. It's something that's in there and it stays there. But, as you scroll down the page and you read all of this great copywriting that I just mentioned, you have that little button reminding you not only that you can click on it, but also that you can start trying out Basecamp entirely for free. So I guess that's a pretty interesting one to try out on your own site as well. Last but not least is this beautiful before and after blueprint, which I'm going to correct myself. I'm not going to call it before and after. I'm going to call it before and during or using blueprint. Why? Basically, people come here with lots of problems and lots of pains in the project management world. They're running projects, tasks, teams, and there's so many tools out there, Asana, Trello, ClickUp, you name it. There are tons of different tools, Notion, Linear, I don't know, there are hundreds and hundreds of tools that you can use right now to manage your own projects, tasks, and teams. And, people get frustrated because there's so many options and no one knows exactly what's the best one out there. And typically people end up sort of designing their own frameworks, designing their own ways of working and doing work, and that's fine. So you will have traffic in this site that is basically coming from that place, and you will get that idea immediately once you land in here with this objection addresser illustration thing, right? So here what they're doing is saying this is how you arrive at Basecamp. You come here from scratch. This is how a project starts, and this is what you'll see. Projects start with a set of built-in tools. You can change, rename, or add more depending on what you need, and you will get a glimpse of message board, card table, all the features that a project has. If you go to the See a Project in Progress, which is this before and during Basecamp or before and using Basecamp, you'll get a very nice blueprint showing you a real project that's in progress and everything you have in there. And, again, check out the copy. They are addressing every single one of the objections that any person working, doing work, doing tasks, managing teams will feel. So for instance, share, store, create, and discuss. Docs and files. All right, so storage. That means I can stop using maybe Google Drive or Dropbox or whatever I'm paying for, and now I can store everything in Basecamp. Card tables make work visible as it moves through phases. All right, a Kanban board. Great. Message board. Look at this. Centralized threads replace scattered emails. Who doesn't feel a little bit, tired of emails from time to time? So this makes tons of sense. Create, delegate, track, discuss, and complete. A simple to-do list. Awesome. Chat. I can replace Slack or whatever we're using. Automatic check-ins. Replace meetings and stand-ups with automated Q&As. This is great, And a project activity is basically see everything that happened and who's doing what on a single timeline below the project. This is basically an automated thing that shows notifications and updates on the project. This is a great way to show a very fast first glimpse of what a product can do. This to me even replaces a video demo. The typical video demo that you put on a hero section that lasts a lot of minutes and people might not be willing to watch. This is awesome because with a very basic screenshot of your main product page and a few arrows and great compelling copy, you create this blueprint that allows your users to catch very fast what they're getting in the product and primarily how they are solving the pains that they're having, right? So again, it's like a combination of all of these elements plus this little try for free button here that is basically staying with you and saying if you want all of these things, if you want to avoid meetings, if you want to avoid emails and all of the boring stuff and the unproductive stuff that happens at work, try Basecamp for free and get that glimpse of moving faster and making progress with your small team. So I think this is a great tool that you can try out on your own site and seeing how it works compared to a typical feature section or a typical video demo, you name it. All right, folks, those are the 4 elements that I love about Basecamp.com. I hope you liked this video. And if you want me to review your own site, feel free to comment it on the post or shoot me a message. And also, if you have any recommendations for me to check out and dissect next, again, shoot me a message, give me a link, and I'll do a next video about that. Hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time.